You guys have been top welterweights now for years. How much time have you really given to thinking about Leon Edwards?
I've been thinking about this guy for a long time. I'm excited to get out there and fight him. I eat, sleep, and breathe fighting. I'm married to the game. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. My full focus and dedication, Brett, is getting better every day and studying my future opponents. I always say I want to fight the biggest and best fights. So this is the biggest and best fight the UFC can put together, and this is an undisputed world title fight.
Did you think that he was going to be here at some point? Did you think that he was of that caliber, that, this is a guy I'm going to run into? I don't want to fight down right now.
To be honest, no, I didn't. I've seen the quitter in him. I know he's taken the easy way out in past fights, and if you push him to that brink, I just think that he has that mentality to quit.
So how do you think he's gotten to where he is?
A lot of luck and timing. His first win, it was a fluke. He was getting dominated the whole fight, and he just got a lucky kick. So he wasn't the same Usman that I fought, a guy that was in his prime, in his early 30s, that was hungry to actually want to fight someone and hurt someone.
You hear that saying sometimes that when you win a championship, you become 30% better, just because the mindset, you feel at home, you're okay, I'm the man now.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's happened with Leon at all? When you saw the rematch with Kamaru, or did you just think that Kamaru had dropped off?
I definitely seen both sides to that. I seen a guy that dropped off in Kamaru who's just looking to fight for paychecks now. He doesn't look like he has that same hunger anymore. Maybe his body's catching up to him. But on the other side, I've seen a guy in Leon who, is, he's just coasting. He doesn't want to come out and defend the belt. Why don't you want to defend? Why aren't you clamoring to start selling your next fight? Why are you trying to downplay every fight and act like you're the man and you're invincible? So that shows me a lot about him, that he doesn't have that hunger. He doesn't have that drive to get up in the morning to defend that belt against someone who's going to come at him relentlessly for 25 minutes. So I'm going to put him in an uncomfortable spot, and I don't think he likes uncomfortable places.
I've seen you say in other interviews that you want this to just be dominant. You want to end his career. You want to make him so upset with how it goes that he really doesn't want to go back in there. That could be fight talk, or is there's something to that? Is there a reason why you're saying it that way?
No, I really mean it. I want to change this guy for the rest of his life. If I want him to think about Colby Covington, and I want to haunt him in his dreams. They delayed me for a long time, but now I cannot be denied.
What was the biggest difference between the first championship fight and the second championship fight? I don't mean what happened in there. I just mean kind of your mindset or something, whatever was important to you, how you felt going in. And then what's going to be the biggest difference going into this third one?
What I've learned from that is I need to separate myself, and I don't need to leave it in the hands of the judges. So this fight, I plan on taking this into my own will.
Have you visualized what it's going to feel like, what's going to look like getting that belt? Do you have a good idea of what that's going to feel like in your head and in your heart?
I do. I'm a big believer in visualization. So every day when I'm in the gym, I just see myself inside that octagon. I see, Donald Trump and Dana White putting that belt around my waist. I just see these things happening. I feel them. I really, truly believe this is destiny, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. They can say all these things. Oh, he's not deserving. Oh, he's sat out, this and that. You cannot deny destiny. When
this fight is over, is it going to be one of those fights where it's man, it doesn't even look like Colby was in a fight? Are you picturing I'm going to make this easy, or are you expecting to walk through a little fire in this fight?
I love the fire. If it happens, then, I'm ready for it and I embrace it. But honestly, I just see this being a flawless victory. And I think you can tell by Leon's reaction. He hasn't said one thing about it. He was afraid for this fight. He didn't want this fight. He was refusing this fight when he knows this is the top contender in the division that he needs to come out here and prove his title reign against. So, I think his silence is deafening. And I think he knows what's coming, and I think it's going to be a flawless victory come December 16th.
What kind of champion are you going to be? What do you want your title reign to look like?
I want to be an active champion. I want to turn around and fight in March. I'm in my prime right now, Brett, so I'm ready to fight all the best comers. Bring them all. I want the biggest and best fights the UFC has to offer, and I'm going to make welterweight division great again.